Welcome to Chart.js.com. Yes, with a dash, of course. We're not the official Chart.js. I wish we were, but we're not. But in this video, we're going to focus on something that is really fascinating. And if you work a lot with Chart.js, you start to eventually think about this. From why on earth are we doing this? So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I have this wonderful chart, and yes, I give it a different color. I didn't like the pink, so I did a nice orange and some bluish design. Alright, so let's go back here and we have our chart, and you can see if you are questioning about this code, what is this code? Let me show you. It is from the getting started page here. This is the basic code, and I have like a standard bootstrap design here. Nothing fancy, all basic. But what I always was curious about is the following. Here you can see this information here. This line here is quite fascinating because here it communicates a lot of information. And many people, including me, which I always did before, is like, I just copy this stuff, paste it on the page, and it works. And I never question about what does this all mean. So in this video, I'm going to question and answer the question here on what does this piece of code means. Many people see this code probably 1,000 times but do not understand what it is. Let's cover it. All right. So we have a chart, wonderful chart. And let's look at this piece of code here. So what does this code mean? Well, first of all, it's a variable. We say this is a variable, line ABC or line chart ABC. And then it says the following. Go search in the document, in the HTML document, which is this, of course. And then get the element with the ID name of my chart, which, of course, is connected here with a canvas. And this canvas has the ID of my chart. And of course we do that because if you would have another canvas, you want to make sure you get the right canvas being pinpointed. Alright, so once they find that, what are we going to do? Get context to D. So what does this mean? And is there even a 3D? Is there even a 3D? I have no idea. So why not just try to save this and refresh? Nothing works, of course. Doesn't, or at least it does not work with line charts. So let's go back here. So what does this mean, the get context? Ever question about it? Well, getContext is basically the following. GetContext is a method or an option. It gives like functions to start to draw in the canvas. Yes, this is very fascinating. And let's go back here to this page. On this website from W3 Schools, you have a description about Canvas. Yes, so you can see here the following. So why do you do this? Why do you need to give the canvas drawing ability on the canvas? Isn't the canvas already that? Well, the canvas has no drawing abilities of its own. It is only a container for graphics, meaning that you need to draw it with your codes and commands. The getContext gives you this method, yes, and returns objects and provide methods and properties for drawing the canvas. Yes, this reference will cover only the specific one, which is the 2D. And what does 2D does? The getContext 2D, which can be used to draw text, lines, boxes, circles, and more on the canvas. So what you want to do is, and what this really does is, it gives you the ability to draw everything what you need for a line chart, or a pie chart, or a donut chart, whatever chart you need. Everything here covers it, and including the text. So this is very fascinating. It makes you, well, okay, I get this, I understand this slightly, but how do I know, or how can you show me this? Let's go back here to our chart here and then open up our web developer tab. And then if you just click on this, what do you call this, inspector option, click on this, and then you see here the following. You can see it's drawn within the chart. Yes, a normal HTML or CSS commands, you'll be able to pinpoint, for example, here, exactly this. And if you would say, well, I only want to have this my data set as the CSS details, well, if you pinpoint, you can see it doesn't work. The reason why it doesn't work, it covers the entire chart because everything in the chart is written with a script. So if you click on it, you can see here, you only see my chart, display, and all these basic information here. Nothing more. And this is really fascinating because now, of course, you cannot pinpoint this. This is probably also the reason why many people struggle a bit with how can I, for example, move this to left or right. The only way to do this, knowing the commands within JavaScript, because this is all a JavaScript part, where of course must be matched with our canvas commands here, or our getContext commands, which is all down here. So we have a lot of commands here as well. So let me show you one, and then this is the one probably you've seen and maybe you use this quite often. So let's go back to our wonderful line chart here, and let's say we have this nice background color here, but we don't want to see this. Yes, you can probably say here background color false or transparent or no background color at all, right? That's the way we normally do it. So if we comment this out, what happened? You can see here, but we get this grayish color. Very nice, but not what you really want, because look what happened here. These dots are not matching up. So you need to have the right command. So what is the right command? Well, we have, of course, the the Chart.js commands in the Chart.js library. If we go here to the line, you can see here all these options. You can see here the Boolean, yes, or the fill is the Boolean, and you can say here fill an area under the line, yes. So let me show you this here. This is a command which is not really from Chart.js. No, this is a command directly from getContext. So this is an existing method to create or to remove that. So let's go back here, or let's go down here, and let's search for the fill. There you are. So the fill fills the current drawing path. So what it will do is eventually it will remove this, because what we did now is remove it including all these dots here. You can see everything's been affected. What we want to do is only the line below. So we say here, this is just a standard command, fill, and then we say true or false. Yes. So here it says it's a Boolean. Yes. But let's go back here as well. Fill. Yes. And we click on this. And what is this exactly? Fill, rectangular. You can see here it starts to get also a lot of these commands here. And do we have any option here for fill, fill style, properties? Fill method is a drawing. The default color is black, by the way. And we can set this on true or false. Well, apparently, by default, it's already on true. So we can say here, fill false. And if we do that, comma this, and just put this background color back, let's save this, refresh, and now you can see we have this nice orange color here, and all these dots have also, these dots are having all the orange color, but the background does not. Even the background has been already specified. So if we say here now true, save this, refresh, there you are. And if you look even deeper or closer, you can see we can do all kind of things. You can go even deeper with all kind of weird shapes as well. So we can make a rectangular. And of course I have no idea how that will look on the chart. So we will not do that. But if you remember, rectangulars is suitable for your bar chart. Perfect. But this is really how you work with it, and you can see a lot of these things are in here. You can see all of these things what you have. You can probably use them like arc. This is the one for the curves, for the line, for the donut chart, and the pie chart where you can change the curve. You can see here all these things, rotations as well. It's all donut chart and pie charts. Text, fonts, you can see all of these things are very, very familiar. So now at least you're learning a few ways to look at it, and this is a bit different than the normal way, but it's fascinating. And if you look and explore more of this, you will start to understand a bit more better how Chart.js really works under the hood. So if you like this, check out my Udemy course online, or go to my website and you can find my Udemy course as well. You can learn a lot about Chart.js. We have all kind of topics within Chart.js.